If you made a checklist of advantages and disadvantage, obviously you'd want the advantage of hand speed. But you've trained many a guy who's been on the other side where his opponents had the better hand speed. What have you told him?
Well, I tell him, make it a muddy track. You know, Secretariat must be the fastest horse in the world, but on a muddy track, things change a little bit. Step out of range. Don't allow the kind of landscape, the kind of track that will suit speed.
That right hand serving him well. Little head hunting with the left. Nice work with the overhand right. And right from the start, he's throwing the power punches and landing them.
I think he has a date. He wants to get to it.
Halfway through this round. Boy, sharp two-punch combination by George Foreman. Boy, he really digs in when he decides to throw that uppercut. Good job. Fine-looking right hand by George Foreman. You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. Super hook by George Foreman. Right back to the work up top. Able to time that left hand and score with it.
Looking good.
What a shot, the uppercut from Big George. Foreman's got to deal with a cut cheek.
Side to side.
And we come to the end of round number one. I can't imagine that he's not going to look to change this here. I mean, early on, all we've seen is him getting hit by headshot after headshot from long range.
Well, he's got to start moving that head a little bit. I mean, there's three lines of defense, Joe. Either you use your legs, you move your head, or you block. He's got to use one of them.
Doubles up the jab.
Nice, nice.
A headshot blocked. To the head he goes with a left hand. He gets hit, but he gives it right back. Oh, he just misses with that headshot. George Foreman's doing exactly what you should to be a strong defensive fighter. You got to block those punches away. Oh, and he comes back with an uppercut there after getting hit. George Foreman's coming up with the answers, avoiding that punch. Halfway through round number two. How about that left hand? And now he scores well with the straight right. Foreman's defense, is it ever good? Look at how easy he's able to block those punches. Wow, a big flush blow, the left hand by George Foreman. Turned that hook over, but couldn't turn it into a connect. Turns over that hook upstairs. He scores with the jab. Foreman's showcasing one of the best weapons you can have, especially early on in a fight, to set the tone, and that is the jab.
Yeah, and he's shown that it does more than just set up other punches and, snap your head back. It disrupts everything. It just throws the other guy's rhythm off, and that's what he's doing a good job of.
A well-placed left hand up top. And that's the end of round two. Well, we could sit here all day and just laud him for his efforts. I mean, he's been in control early on here with these headshots and staying out of danger. But let's talk about the other side of it, Teddy.
Yeah, well, I'm going to talk about the other side, not the conventional side. Now, you got a shorter guy. He's having trouble with the taller guy, keeping him on the outside. So you figure he could work his way in. Use his jab, press forward, take the space away. There's another way. There's another way to skin a cat. Step back. Get the taller guy to give up his height. Become short.
Well, you could see what he wanted to do there, but unable to land that body shot. George Foreman's the kind of boxer that wants to do just that. Find the target, get the combination working, land both punches.
Working the body.
You think back to George Foreman in his early days, and I think One of the visions that most fans remember is holding that tiny little American flag in the Mexico City Olympic Games in 1968 after claiming gold.
You know, that's an interesting point because Foreman's not known as a guy with great personalities. You know, he's a guy who's a disdainful looking guy. You know, he's a guy that kind of reminds you almost of a Sonny Liston. He tries to intimidate you. He does intimidate you with his power, with his size. But at that moment, he showed that he has personality, that it's inside him.
That is exactly what the corner wanted to see. A good combination punch by George Foreman. Foreman's left now getting into the mix. George Foreman blocks that punch. Tucks those elbows in, blocks the body shot. Last 10 seconds of round number 3. Scored well up top. Oh, what a hook upstairs.
Take your time out there. Take your time. Keep the pressure up. Don't follow him. Cut the ring line.
We open up round number 4 here. Let's look at Teddy's scorecard, where he's up 2 rounds to 1. I like his work rate, Teddy.
You know, he's not landing all the time clean, but it reminds me a little bit of some of the old fans used to say to me, Teddy, Marciano, we love Marciano, you know, the Rock. He used to hit guys on his arms. He wasn't hitting them clean, but he was breaking their blood vessels. Excuse me for being so graphic, but he was breaking their blood vessels, and they couldn't keep their arms up by the time they got to the 8th, 9th, 10th round. That's kind of the way this guy fights.
Up top with the right hand.
Some more head movement.
He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. There's another left hand from him. Foreman's not throwing the power punches, Teddy. What would you say to him?
Well, first of all, I would say to him, what do you think, that he's going to make a deal with you? If you don't hit him hard, he won't hit you hard? No, it doesn't work like that, my friend. He's going to get confidence now. He's going to take advantage of this.
Scores well to the head with the right hand. The final minute of a round that feels like 30 minutes, not 3 minutes.
And this is the kind of fight where you just don't want to have a loser. They're both winners.
George Foreman so dangerous with that accuracy, a 2-punch combination landing. Well, his opponent got away from that uppercut.
Come on, kid, closer.
Overhand right can be so effective. And now another left.
It's all right, just keep moving.
Did you see that? He goes down in the later stages of this round. He's going to try to survive it.